Hello everybody, this is Just Emma ASMR, and today I will be answering some questions about myself. So it's like a getting to know me video, but I'm also going to be eating as well, so it's also basically going to be like a mukbang video as well as the questions and answer video. I love the sound of crinkling. Don't you love it? This is Haribo World Mix. Everything you see me eating or drinking, or both, have been ordered from a place called Candy Mail, which is my favourite place to order things from. I seem to have something stuck to my face. Never mind. So, it's like these. I'm not quite sure what that is. But it's very sugary. Yeah. Jelly Baby, cherry, a ring, and I think that's an alligator or crocodile. I'm not sure. And I believe these ones originated from France. Haribo C'est pour la vie. Sounds colorant artificiel. Yes, definitely French. I did French at school, so I recognise the language. Funnily enough, I can't really remember very much French at all. Well, it has been 2005. It's been about 19 years since I left school, so okay, so I'm going to start answering these questions, and while I'm answering them I will be eating as well. So, question 1, what time do you go to bed? Well, it depends. It depends how tired I am. It also depends on what I've been doing during the day. So if I'm really tired, it'll be probably something around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. But I've also been known to go to bed at 12, 1, even 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I have actually stayed up and not gone to bed in over 24 hours. I think the latest I've stayed up is about 26 hours, and I had to go out, and that wasn't very fun. It's no fun going out when you've not been to bed, believe you me, because I nearly fell asleep on the bus. Not good. Question number 2. Who is your celebrity crush? In this moment in time, I don't really have a celebrity crush. There's a lot of people that I like, but I don't really fancy them in any way, shape or form, if that makes sense. So I don't really call them crushes. Question number 3. How would you rate your childhood on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to say 5. I've had some good times in my childhood. I've had some not too good times in my childhood that I don't really want to talk about. I hated school. I really hated going to school, mainly because I used to get bullied a lot. So yeah, didn't like it at all. There was a few subjects that I did like at school: English, art and drama, but other than that, I really didn't want to go. Question number 4. What is your middle name? My middle name is Louise. So, a very normal name. Question number 5. What are your favourite values in friends? Loyalty and trust. But they also have to be caring as well and kind. So they're my top 4. I'll have another sweetie. I think I'll have a cherry one. I keep saying I'm going to give these up, but I'm finding it really difficult to. Okay, number 6. What is your funniest memory from high school? Well, as I said, I hated school. But when I was in year 11, so I was about 15, I was in the ILU, which, if I remember correctly, stands for Inclusive Learning Unit. I didn't have any problems learning. It was just somewhere that I was allowed to go at breaks and lunch, mainly to stop myself being bullied. And it thundered and lightened, and I like the sound of thunder. I just don't like lightning. But when I was younger, it was the opposite. I used to hate thunder, but I used to love lightning. Anyway, it lightened while I was on the computer, and I got so spooked that I ended up jumping under the table and hiding. And my friend at the time said, "It's okay, it's finished now." And I did feel really silly, but looking back on it, it was quite funny. That's probably one of the only funny memories that I have from school. Okay, question number 7. What is your favourite holiday? My favourite holiday was the first one I ever went on, which was Cleethorpes with my mum. We went away for 5 days when I was younger. I was about 6. My mum didn't feel very well when we got there, and I wanted to go and see the ducks, and mum didn't feel too great, but we still went out, and we couldn't see any ducks, but she bought me a couple of books to read while she was going to bed to sleep. And she said, "Oh, we'll go out again tomorrow and go and see if we can see the ducks." And we did, and we saw loads of ducks, and I remember feeding them, and we went to the shop, and that's about it. But it was a good holiday. I liked it, and I used to love going on the beach and looking for shells. And I just remember my mum saying something like, "We are not bringing those home with us," because I used to love shells a lot when I was younger. Okay, number 8. What is your best trait? I would probably say my best, but it also happens to be my worst, is that I'm too trusting. I trust people too easily and fall for a lot of crap. So that I would definitely say that. Have a ring. On one side, because I'm going to have something else. Okay, question number 9. What is your favourite restaurant? Harvester. Because me and the other half tend to go there every week and go there a lot. Mainly because our favourite server's usually on. And she's called Emma. Same name as me. And she's very funny. She has a laugh with everybody. She's a lovely lady. But I've been going to Harvester for many years as well, and it has become a favourite restaurant of mine. Question 10. What is an interesting fact about yourself? I collect mobile phones. I can navigate them really quickly. So if you hand me a phone, any phone, it can be an old brick phone, mobile of course, or a most recent one, you give it me, I can navigate my way around it straight away. So I would say that. I also collect CDs as well. I have a very, very big, now that's what I call music collection. If you go to my other YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@ Life with Emma W. So the Life with Emma W is all one word. You will see a video that I made with a lot of my, now that's what I call music CDs. Well, all of them. You can have a look at that. Question 11. What is the first thing you notice about people? If it's online, I can tell whether they are actually the real deal or whether they're a scammer. I've come across a lot of scammers in the last few years, so I know what to look for. But generally, I notice their eyes. Question 12. What is your spirit animal? I would say a cat, because ever since I was about 3, I've grown up with cats. I'm a cat person. I love cats. My dad has a cat called Marmite, and I seem to lean more towards cats than I do dogs or any other animals. But I have wanted a guinea pig. And I reckon that I am quite like a cat, whereas I love my food and I'm quite lazy. Okay. I'm going to try this now. Dairy milk caramello. Love anything with caramel in. Having trouble opening it. Breaking all over the bed. Yum yum. That's what it looks like. Put the rubbish in there. I hate talking with my mouth full. So if I'm eating and then I go really quiet, you know why. I love green cream soda. I remember when I was younger, we had a pop van called Alpine. Well, the pop van wasn't called Alpine, that was the name of the drink. The person that created it, drinks from Alpine. And in there, we used to get green cream soda, and I used to think that that was the best soda ever. This is Shockata Fanta. It's got lemon on it and it's got flowers on it, so I'm assuming it's elderflower. I've actually drunk quite a bit of it already. Well, it's over 3/4 of it actually. Oh god. And I've just noticed that is out of date. Oh dear, Candy Mail, not good. I'm not getting comfortable now. I'm hurting a little bit on my arm. This is why I always lie down as well on my videos, because I have chronic back pain, so I can't sit up for too long, so I prefer to lie down to do my videos. Right, moving on. Question 13. What is your favourite piece of clothing? I'm wearing it. What's this? My t-shirt. I got this from a place called Roman. It's a British clothing store. I used to get a lot of my dresses from there. I've got a wardrobe full of them. But because I've gained quite a bit of weight, my dresses don't fit me. So I am trying to lose some weight. So I can fit into some of my dresses. Okay. Question 14. Did you go to college? Excuse me. That's what Fizzy Pop does to you. Yeah, I did go to college. I went to 3 colleges. And the first one I went to was Barnsley College, between the years 2005 to 2006, where I did a vocational access course and I made a couple of good friends there. Then I went to East Leeds Thomas Danby. I originally auditioned for a place on the performing arts course at the main Thomas Danby College, which I failed, so I wasn't very happy about that. But then I got a place at East Leeds Thomas Danby, which wasn't far from where I lived at the time, and I took English, an OCR level 1 in English, and a CACHE level 1 in childcare, which I passed both of those. And then I went to my 3rd college, performing arts, in Newbury. So I went to Newbury College Performing Arts. I actually passed that course, passed the audition, and then I passed the course a year later. So yeah, I went to 3 colleges. Question 15. How long was your longest relationship? Nearly 3 years and counting. I'm still in it. I'm engaged and I'm very, very happy. Yes, I've been with my other half since December 2021. Though we've actually known each other a lot longer. And it's safe to say we didn't really see eye to eye very much when we first started chatting years and years ago. And we kept getting on each other's wicks. So we ended up blocking each other, then unblocking each other. But now I can't imagine my life without him. We've got each other through some very, very, very tough times. Right. Question 16. What would you or have you name your children? Well, if I ever do have children, I have polycystic ovary syndrome, so it's been very, very difficult. But if me and my partner do ever end up being lucky, I've always said he can name the child if it's a son, or if it's a daughter, I will name. I want to call my daughter Elsie Sienna, because apparently I've got an ancestor called Elsie, and I actually like the name, but also I like the name Elsie because of a certain Coronation Street character, Elsie Tanner. Ah, Elsie, I'm ready for knacker yard, or something like that. Actually, I think the quote was, Elsie, they're just about ready for knacker yard. Yeah, I think that was it. And Sienna, a certain character from Hollyoaks, Sienna Blake. And then middle names of Margaret, after my mum, Ivy, after my nana, and Katie, after my sister, and Charlotte, after my bestie. But I also might put Annette in there as well, because I have another close friend called Annette that I'd like to use her name for my daughter. As for son, I did ask my partner, and he said he didn't know, so I'd be like, okay, well, I definitely want My dad's name, and my granddad's name, and my cousin's name. My dad was called Arnold. My granddad was called Morris, and my cousin was called Anthony. But Anthony's dad was also called Tony. So, there's a lot of names I like. Joseph, after my uncle. Stephen, after my partner's dad. So yeah, there's quite a lot. I can't really use all those names because it would be a very, very long birth certificate. Okay. Question 18. No, question 17 actually. What was or is your favourite subject in high school? English, because that was the only subject I was ever really, really good at. But also drama, but I'm regretting not taking drama for my GCSE because I took art instead. Bad decision. Didn't stop me from getting on the performing arts course though. Right, now question 18. What is your favourite ice cream flavour? Rum and raisin. Without a doubt, rum and raisin. M&M's. Yum yum. Fudge brownie flavour. Yeah, I want to eat the M&M. I don't want to eat the air that's just come with it. Keep losing my hair. These really do taste like fudge. I also ordered one of these. Lucky Charms. I used to love Lucky Charms when I was a kid. And then they stopped making them in the UK. And I had to wait years. I had to wait about 20 years because I stopped having them in like 1993 when they stopped doing them in the UK. And then early 2013 is when they brought them back. Well, around that time. And I found a pot of them in Poundland for £1 and I was like, oh my god, I've got to get them. Notifications. That's what it looks like on the back. Always love these. Got the like little marshmallow things in them as well. background's a bit of a mess now as well. Right. Okay. Next question. What was your first job? When I first started college, we had to do work experience as part of the vocational access course. So my first job was at Asda, once a week on a Thursday, but I walked because they accused me of wearing jeans, and they weren't jeans. They were dark blue trousers, but they had a little bit of gold threading at the side, and they were like, "You're not supposed to be wearing," and I was like, "They're not jeans." "Oh, but they are jeans." And I'm thinking, I do know what jeans look like, idiot. So I was like, right, I quit, bye-bye. And I walked. Next job, again, it was work experience, was at Help the Aged. And I felt like I was basically being, I can't think of the word, but not treated normally. Me and my friend Sam, from college, we were on the same course. We were both put in Help the Aged. It's not there now, I don't think. It was in Barnsley. It's not actually there now. But Sam burnt a hand on the steamer, and our boss was like, "Oh, just put it under the tap and then get back to work." So Sam quit, and I quit a few weeks later. Mainly because my mum needed some help as she became disabled, and I had to help her with a few things. Then when I moved to Leeds, I had to claim job seekers allowance, and I had to be on this thing. It was like called a New Deal thing, and I had a job there as part of the New Deal thing, working at British Heart Foundation. And again, I felt like my boss treated me different to other people. Like, somebody who worked there wore normal clothes like jeans and stuff like that, whereas I had to wear normal trousers and a shirt. And I felt like turning around and saying, well, hang on a minute, how come she's allowed to wear jeans and like low-cut top and things like that, whereas I have to wear basically what I was told to wear, which I found it very hypocritical. Anyway, you're only allowed to have like 5 days off, and then otherwise you get given the boot. And I had 6 because I woke up one morning and I felt like I was having a heart attack. I was getting a lot of pain, and I really couldn't go in. Anyway, I got a letter a few days later saying that, saying what I've just told you, basically, is that because I've had more than 5 days off, my thing at British Heart Foundation being terminated, I then had to like do something at the job centre. I had to tell them the reason why I had 6 days off, and well, it all got sorted. I didn't lose my benefits or anything like that. But my first actual paid job was working at McDonald's with my friend Tony. He'd been there for years, and I did like it, but then I started to have problems with my own physically, and I also had a breakdown in the kitchen area, so I knew that I couldn't carry on working there. So I quit after about, I think, end of January, so nearly 3 months, and I quit. But I had to have 3 weeks off anyway because I had the flu. But yeah, but I did like it at McDonald's. If I could have like stuck it out, physically, I think I would have still been there until I actually moved back up to Yorkshire, because I was living down south at the time. But yeah, I'd love to go back to work, I really would. And I'd love to be able to do what I used to be able to do. Stand up for a long time, go for long walks like I used to be able to, but now I actually can't do it. I get in pain within minutes, sometimes even seconds of me going out for walks. So it's not very nice. And also with my mental health problems as well, it's just, stress is no good for me. And most jobs nowadays are stressful. So if I was going to work, it would have to be from home. At least nobody can see me lying down if I'm like on the phones or something like that. Well, obviously you can see me lying down, but as I've explained to you, I have chronic back pain, so I can't sit up for very long, so I prefer to do my videos lying down. Anyway, moving on from that. Okay, question 20. What is the first item on your bucket list? Do you know what? I can't remember. I have got a bucket list. It is on my laptop somewhere. I'm going to have a drink. This is Barbie, Every Night is Girls' Night, Cherry Lime Party Punch. I wonder what this is like. There are a few things on my bucket list that I haven't been able to do. There's a few that I have done. I might collect certain autographs and things like that. It tastes like a cherry bakewell with a hint of lime. So, yeah, that actually is quite nice. So, yeah, I can't remember the first item on my bucket list, so I'll have to look. What the hell was that? I'll have to, because I just heard a really funny noise. I don't know if it came from me or somewhere else. Okay, I'll have to look on my laptop and then get back to you about that one. Okay. Question 21. What is your go-to hairstyle? Well, because I have a disability in my arm now, thank you, Stagecoach, I can't actually tie my hair up or do anything like that, because I can't reach my head to tie my hair up. So my go-to hairstyle is what you see. Down and long. I am thinking, because I can't tie my hair up, what's the point of me having long hair? So I might as well get it chopped off at some point. So I'm thinking of having it cut quite short again. Okay, 22. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Yes, I have. I went to see the pop group Steps in the year 2000. That was like the best night of my life. Then I went to see Party in the Park in 2006, where McFly was headlining. Also Chico, Maria Lawson, Shane Ward. It was an X Factor special, basically. They were all there. Matt Willis from Busted. There was another like girl group there, but I can't remember the name. Liberty X was there and Rooster was there, but I missed Rooster because I was taken ill in an ambulance. I almost passed out. It was so hot and I'd lost my sister. She disappeared on me. And yes, it wasn't a very good afternoon. Though I did manage to give a very good description of my sister. Yeah, she's got brown curly hair and she's got a massive coffee stain down her skirt. They found her. I wasn't happy with my sister. Why did you run away from me? She wanted to go back to the car, basically, and she didn't tell me. I've also been to see Steps again, the best night of my life. I saw them in 2021, 3rd of November. Or was it the 2nd of November? I think it was the 2nd. Yeah, actually it was the 2nd. It was the 2nd of November. It was their opening night at Sheffield, and I absolutely loved it. And their support act was Sophie Ellis-Bextor, and I've always wanted to see Sophie, and I was really happy. And then a few months later, I actually went to see Sophie on her own tour, Kitchen Disco, February 2022. So I was very, very, very happy. 23. If you could change one bad habit of yours, what would it be? Saying basically a lot. I do say basically quite a lot. So I would like to actually like to stop saying that, because I'm like, well, basically, well, basically, you know, just like that. "24. What is your most memorable childhood memory?" Christmas. I loved Christmas when I was younger. Still do, but as you're older, the magic disappears. But I do remember it was Christmas Eve and my mum thought I was in bed and I could hear voices downstairs and it sounded like a man. And as I was awake, I was like, "Mummy!" And she's like, "Oh no. What are you doing awake? Go to bed." I'm like, "Can I come down?" "No, you can't." "Please, who's that?" And I was like literally annoying her. Anyway, I got out of bed. She's like, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I want to go bathroom." "Well, hurry up, go bathroom and then back to bed." So I waited about 10 minutes and the person was still there. So I shouted again, "Please, can I come down?" And my mum was getting really annoyed. Anyway, I quietly, or so I thought, crept out of bed and literally, I hadn't made a single sound. But anyway, as I was walking towards my bedroom door, really quietly, I hears this voice, "Get back into bed." How the hell did she know I was out of bed? Anyway, I finally managed to get to sleep. That was one of them. And the next one is Christmas. It's the following year. And I woke my mum up quite early. "Mummy, has he been?" "Yes, he's been." "Can we get up?" "What time is it?" It's 20 past 5 in the morning. "No, go to sleep." I was too excited to sleep. Anyway, I did finally convince my mum to get up. And I did something really naughty. I opened one of my mum's presents. And I said, "Mummy, can I open your presents?" "No, you can't," she said. I said, "I'm sorry, Mummy, I've already opened one." "You might as well open the bloody rest now. Can't have naught in this house." She didn't really mean it. Not on Christmas morning. Anyway, we had a little bolt on our kitchen door. Like, that's like in the middle. Like, so it's like the living room and there's like a kitchen. Like, there's a door. Kitchen door. But we had a bolt on it, and I was trying to open it, and I was too short. I managed to reach it, but I couldn't open it. And Mum's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Opening the bolt." "Well, wait until I come down." So I had my breakfast when Mum come down. I remember we were sat in the middle of the floor after I'd opened my presents, eating chocolate roses. Cadbury's chocolate roses. How they used to look. Better than today's rubbish. Sorry, Cadbury's. And then what happened after that was played with a few of my presents, and then obviously had to get ready because we were going to my nan's, and we always used to walk it because my nan's house was only 2 streets away. It only used to take like 6 minutes to get to my nan's, 7 minutes, not too far at all. And like I'd have more presents, so I used to get double presents because I was spoiled. No, because, well, I don't know why, but I used to get quite a lot either way. So I'd open them and play with them, and then it'd be dinner time, and then we'd have his dinner, and I'd go back into the living room to play with my presents, and then Nan would call us in for tea like hours later. We'd have a Christmas tea, and then about 6:30 we'd get some bin liners and we'd like drag everything back home. I do have another Christmas memory as well, and this is the year I was on video. My nan used to say, I don't know where she's got this yes from, because I used to say yes a lot. Anyway, I think I'm rambling now, so, but you get the picture. I've got a lot of Christmas memories. They are my most memorable memories, but if I told you all of my memorable memories, I would be here until probably tomorrow. So, nope. I'm going to move on. Question 25. What are your pet peeves? People who just say, inbox me, subscribe to my channel. Manners cost nothing. Why don't you say please? People who do not say please and thank you. Manners do not cost anything. Okay? You say please, say thank you. You'll get further along in life. Don't say please and thank you. You just get accused of being rude. Not only that, but people who are shopping and they just stand still in front of me and I'm thinking, well, no consideration for those behind you at all. And people who just text on their phone and literally don't give a monkeys that there might be somebody behind them. Or when they're in like shopping centres or supermarkets and then they just leave the trolley in the middle of the aisle. Couldn't you just like bring the trolley to the side or something, leave it in the middle of the flipping aisle so people can't get through? I have to be careful when I'm talking about my pet peeves because I might end up swearing and I don't really want to get banned on YouTube if I end up swearing. So, yeah. So I'm going to move on from there because I do have quite a few pet peeves. Do you have any bad habits? Don't we all? Yes. One sec. There's still a hint of Bakewell in there. Bad habits. Okay. I do this. Let me just pop that there a second. I tend to click my fingers, which is annoying. I'm not going to tell you one of my other bad habits because it is really disgusting. And you might look at me differently. Like, ugh, she's horrible. She's disgusting. I don't want to know her. Okay, 27. Do you have any pets? There's a lot of questions on here. And this video is nearly an hour long. I can't believe I started nearly an hour ago. Okay, do I have any pets? No. Because right now, I can't afford one, but I would love a kitten. 28. How many siblings do you have? I have one. I have a half-sister. She's called Katie. I may have mentioned her near the start of the video. Okay, 29. Do you prefer the city or the country? I've lived in both areas, basically. I've lived in the city and I've also lived in the country. I think I prefer the city because living near the countryside, there's not a lot to do. I used to live in a place called Kintbury, which is in Hungerford, well, close to Hungerford, down south. And there's literally hardly anything there. Buses every 2 hours, shop, hairdressers, bakeries. Well, bakery, not bakeries. A park, and a doctor's surgery and a church. A couple of pubs. And that's about it. 6 miles to get to Newbury. And about 4 miles to get to Hungerford the other way. But I did like the flat that I lived in. Oh, also, there was a primary school as well, opposite my flat. And I remember they once had a disco, and I could hear the music about 8 o'clock at night from my flat. Literally looked out the window, and they were having a disco. And I still remember the song. It was Katy Perry and Hot and Cold. Okay, question 30. Where did you grow up? I grew up in South Yorkshire. I grew up in Rotherham. For those who want to know. Yes, the very same Rotherham that's been in the news quite a bit. Okay, question 31. Wait a second, actually. There is 81 questions on here. So I might split this video in half and go to question 39 and then do a separate one because it is getting quite long. Or do you know what? Actually, I think I'll just finish it If it's a long video, it's a long video. It shouldn't matter. Right, question 31. What social media platform do you use the most? I would have to say Instagram. I used to use Facebook quite a lot, but nowadays I just stick to Instagram. If you'd like to follow me, my username handle is Life of a Curvy Northerner. And that's all one word. So that's instagram.com/Life of a Curvy Northerner. But that is basically my professional account. It's not my normal account. I would give you my normal account, but I can't actually remember my username on that one. Emily Wilkinson. I think it's Emma Lou Wilkinson, L-O-U. Emma L-O-U Wilkinson, I think. If it's not, then I'll post it in the comment section. Okay, 32. What is one thing you wish people knew about you? That I am actually quite nice when you get to know me. Some people think that I'm quite, what's the word? That I get offended quite easily, but I don't. It's just like some people ask questions that they have no right to ask. Normally quite rude questions. And I do find it really uncomfortable. So the one thing that people do need to know about me is that I'm not as standoffish as I may seem. I am actually quite nice when you get to know me. 33. When was the last time you embarrassed yourself? Ooh. Quite often, actually. Especially if I'm having a mini meltdown in supermarkets. When people are being very inconsiderate. And I say things that I think I've said literally under my breath, but they've actually managed to hear me. Hold on a minute. I do embarrass myself often. I've embarrassed myself when I was a child. But yeah. Question 34. What are your life goals? Well, to be happy. To rid myself of my depression. Because I do struggle with depression. I struggle with anxiety. And I also have borderline personality disorder. Now I know that won't ever go away. Because it's a chemical imbalance of my brain. That will never go away. But I would like my depression to lift. I also want my physical illness to get better, but again, it's chronic, so it won't. I also would like to succeed in my goal of becoming an actress or writer. But I do like singing as well, so I would like to complete an album. I need funding for that though. Okay. Question 35. What is your morning routine? Get up, get dressed, and that's it. I don't have a morning routine. That was a quick one. 36. How would you describe your fashion sense? Okay. Fashion sense. What fashion sense? I don't have one. I don't really follow any trends or anything like that. I just wear what I want, what I feel comfortable with. If I see something I like and it's affordable, then I'll buy it. I'm not one of those people who would be like, oh, look at this lovely coat, it's £100, I'm going to have it. I'm not like that. I'm someone who'd be like, oh, coat, 20 quid. Does it fit me? Good, I'm having it. I'm kind of like that. I don't care about fashion. I'm not interested. Not my thing. Question 37. What is your favourite book? Okay. This one's quite an easy one. It's Christina's Kite. If you look back on my previous videos, you will see that I have done some ASMR reading. And I've read the entire book to you in bits. But that is actually my favourite. That's my favourite children's book. My favourite adulty book adulty, I don't think there's a word, is called Girls in Love, and it's by Jacqueline Wilson, and she's a brilliant writer for teenagers. I've got quite a lot of her books, the entire Girls trilogy, and apparently she's bringing a new one out next year, which I have to get. I also like the story of Tracy Beaker, Double Act, Bad Girls, and Vicky Angel as well. Again, they're all by Jacqueline Wilson. Question 38. What are your hobbies? Singing, acting, but I don't get to do those as I don't go out much. Reading, writing, YouTube video making, watching TV with my fiance, shopping when I can afford it. Yeah. Question 39. What inspires you? My best friend, Charlotte, inspires me. Because she is just a lovely person, and she gets ridiculed sometimes because she has Asperger's, and I have been around her when people have ridiculed her, and the way that she can just ignore people and not let things get to her, I just wish I was more like her, to be honest. Question 40. What is your favourite colour? Yellow. Like the song. It was all yellow. I like that song. Okay, what is your coffee order? That's question 41. None. I don't drink coffee. It's not that I don't like it. I prefer things like these. It still has that cherry Bakewell taste to it. Right. 42. What was your dream job as a kid? Shopkeeper. I always wanted to be a shopkeeper. And then I wanted to be Kylie Minogue. And then from like the age of 11, I wanted to be a singer. And then the age of like 15, 16, I wanted to be an actress. And that is still my dream job. But I would like to also be a writer as well. Question 43. What phone do you have? I've got 2 working phones. I have one, my main phone, which is a TCL, which is this one. And my second one, which is my spare one, is what I use to film my YouTube videos on. I think it's a Samsung, I can't remember. Not without looking at the back of it. Okay. I think one of these questions is pretty much the same as one of the ones I've actually answered earlier. Okay, what is your favourite TV show quote? Well, it's not really from a TV show, actually. It's from a film. And it's from the outtakes of Mrs. Doubtfire. And it's where the character of Daniel is talking to Gloria. And he says, if this conversation involved you, we'd be looking more at you. And I use that a lot, especially if people decide they want to be nosy and join in my conversation with Rob. So that's my partner, by the way. So if I'm saying to Rob, I can't find the crisps that I want, and somebody like says, oh, the crisps are here, and I'm thinking, didn't ask you. And then I said to Rob, if this conversation involved them, looking more at them, wouldn't we? And he's like, And at the time, I just don't care if they hear me. If this conversation involved you, we'd be looking more at you. And I don't do it in the American accent either, because I'm not that good at doing an American accent. Not really. Can do accents, but I'm not good at the American one. Okay. Question 45. How many countries have you travelled to? None. I've never had a passport. I know. Boring. I know. 46. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? I have quite a lot. Old school sounds. She's called Christina. Hi, Christina. Family Freedom. I like watching the Ingham family. There's quite a few that I like. Again, I'll be here all day if I mention them all. Saffron Barker. Anastasia Kingsnorth. I think that's her name. So if I've got it wrong, Anastasia, I'm very sorry. There's somebody called Sivway. I think that's her name. I can't pronounce her YouTube channel handle. African Zosa or something similar. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of favourite YouTubers. Do you have any siblings? So basically I've answered that already. Yes, one. Katie, my half-sister. 48. Do you prefer tea or coffee? Neither, because I don't like tea and I don't drink coffee. Question 49. What is the first thing you do after going home from work or school? Well, neither, because I can't work due to my disability, my mental health problems. My disability is my chronic back pain, as I've already explained in the video about my condition. And I'm too old to go to school. I'm 35, so can't go to school. Too old. 50. What sports do or did you play? Again, I'm not a sporty person. Excuse me. I'm not a sporty person. Though at school, I did like rounders. I did put a lot of effort in when it came to rounders, but any other sports, nah. Actually, I did play volleyball once in school, and I'd always wanted to play that. And when the teacher said, "Oh, class, we're going to play volleyball today," and I'm like, yay! Because I like volleyball. Ever since I first saw it on Miami 7 TV programme. 51. What is your favourite movie? I've already mentioned one of my favourites already, Mrs. Doubtfire. But I also like Jumanji, the original. Flubber. Quite a lot with Robin Williams in, to be honest. I also like The Nutty Professor, the one with Eddie Murphy in it. Not too keen on the second one. It's good, but I prefer the first one. There's quite a few movies that I like, but they are the ones that I do like. What is your favourite animal? Question 52. Kittens and puppies, because they're so cute. I love them. My sister's got a new puppy called Omelette, and he's gorgeous. And my friend has just got a new kitten. She's called Salem, and she looks like my dad's cat Marmite when she was a kitten. So it just reminds me of Marmite. So cute. Okay, question 54. No, hang on. Question 53. Do you like dogs or cats? I like them both, but I am a cat person. 54. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use a laptop. I don't know if there's a difference. Okay, 55. What books have changed your life? I wouldn't say any book has changed my life, not really. I enjoy reading, but none to the point of where it's actually changed my life. Question 56. What theme parks have you been to? I have been to Flamingo Land. I've also been to Thorpe Park. And I've been to Whitewater... Get my words right. Lightwater Valley twice. Problem is, I don't like roller coasters. First ever theme park I went to was Thorpe Park. Went on Colossus, the 10 looping roller coaster. And I was screaming before we even got to the top. And it wasn't screams of happiness either. It was screams of, I want to get off. Because I do not like heights at all. And I thought me going on a roller coaster would actually combat my fear of heights. And it didn't. 57. What is your favourite drink? My favourite drink is green cream soda. It's the Fanta version though. Can't just be any old green cream soda. It has to be the Fanta version. Also water. I love water. It's the healthiest drink you can ever have, and I love it, and I can't get enough of it. Where was I? Question 58. Do you have any weird quirks? Not really. Just ignore me, I'm just trying to crack my jaw. Nah, I don't have any weird quirks. Nope. Question 59. How many languages do you speak? 1. English. Although I can speak a bit of broken French, but not too much. And even less broken German. Question 60. What is your nickname? M. I've always been called M. That is because obviously my name's Emma, so it's, that's what it's short for. Question 61. What is your go-to fast food order? Sometimes I can't speak properly, so my words come out really strangely. Okay. My favourite food order has to be McDonald's. Big Mac, extra pickles. I have to have extra pickles, but no cheese. Because cheese, bleh. I don't like most cheese, and the processed cheese makes me feel a bit iffy. So I always have it without the cheese. Fries, a McFlurry, and a Fanta every time. But if I'm feeling if I'm feeling really hungry and I feel like being a pig, then I always order a chicken mayo burger as well. Yes, I know. Pig. What, this is question 62, is your favourite Netflix show? I don't watch Netflix. No. I did watch Shameless. I got them on DVD now, so I don't need to watch it on Netflix anymore. I do apologise about that. I've got a message. I will respond to that after I've done this video. It is longer than an hour now. It's 1 hour and 3. Longest video I've ever done. Yay. Question 63. Who's your favourite actor? Robin Williams. Bless him. Rick Mail. They've both died. I also like... It just says actor. It doesn't actually say actress. So I'm going to say actresses as well. Isabel Smith, who plays Frankie Osborne in Hollyoaks, because she's brilliant. And she's just won a Best Newcomer award as well, which I'm really happy about. Eden Taylor-Draper, who plays Belle in Emmerdale. I don't really have many more favourites. Emma Atkins, Natalie J. Robb, Emmerdale. William Ash. Must mention William Ash and his cousin Peter Ash. Both brilliant actors, both from the same family, because they're cousins. Okay, question 64. What is your evening routine? Well, I have my tea. And then I get ready for bed. And then I get into bed, play on my phone, and then I go to sleep. So that's pretty much that. 65. What is your favourite thing to do when you have free time? I have a lot of free time. I like to write, find ideas for my next YouTube videos, for my ASMR channel, and for my life channel. I also have another channel which is Emma Wilkinson 1, as in the number 1. I just upload random bits and bobs to that. Lyric videos. I haven't done lyric videos for a long time because I no longer have access to Windows Movie Maker because I don't have the right laptop for that anymore, and they've stopped making that ages ago. So it's basically just like shorts, and just me singing and lip syncing videos. So if you don't know what lip syncing video is, that basically. Right. And I go shopping with my partner on Wednesdays. We go out for dinner on Saturdays as well. Question 66. What is your favourite sports team? Rotherham United. Although I don't really watch football or anything like that, I just tune in to the sport website on a Saturday to see if we're winning or not, because Rotherham is my, home team, and I am from Rotherham. It's my hometown, so I'm always going to support Rotherham. Question 67. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? Bit of a personal question, that one, really, isn't it? One girlfriend and 3 boyfriends. I've never really had a proper relationship or one that's lasted so long, except for my current relationship, which I am engaged. I've nearly finished now. Question 68. Where do you currently live? In a flat? In Barnsley? I'm thinking of moving back home to Rotherham at some point, though. Okay, question 69. What is your favourite clothing brand? Roman. Because it's expensive, but like this top was about 20 quid. But I like it. I love Roman. I do manage to get some cheap stuff there when they're on sale. Okay, 70. Are you single or taken? Well, as I've already explained, I'm taken. And I have been for nearly 3 years. 71. What year were you born? The year Do They Know It's Christmas had a reissue with Kylie and Sonia singing it and Cliff Richard. 89. Okay, 72. How tall are you? I am 5'5". I think that's without my shoes. 73. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Well, I'm very happy living in Yorkshire, so but if I could, live anywhere, it would be London. Even though I don't like London because it's too busy, there's a lot of opportunities for performing arts and stuff like that. So I definitely would, and I would also probably apply to RADA or LAMDA if I could. But I don't want to leave Yorkshire now. 74. Who is your role model? I don't really have one. No, I don't have a role model. Not at this current moment in time. That may change. 75. What is your idea of a dream date? Going out for dinner and then maybe coming home and watching a DVD or something. I know, very boring. But then again, I am quite a boring person sometimes. But there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, going out for dinner, and then maybe just, I don't know, going to a beach and having a walk, just a small walk, sit down, or I don't know, have something from the chippy, and just watching the tide. Yes, I know, boring, I know. 76. What are some of your favourite TV shows? Here we go. Hollyoaks, Emmerdale, Shameless, the UK version, Gavin and Stacey, which I love. I'm looking forward to the Christmas special. Mrs. Brown's Boys, don't hate me on that. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but, I like it, so don't hate. Sometimes EastEnders, sometimes Casualty, but even though it's finished, I also love Holby City as well. In fact, I prefer Hobby City now than Casualty. Okay, 77, what is your favourite store? HMV and Asda. Yeah, boring, I know. As I told you, I am boring. Okay, question 78. Do you have any allergies? Yes, I am allergic to penicillin. The last time I was given penicillin was when I had an abscess removed and my lips started going really tingly. My tongue started tingling and everything just started tasting really different. I couldn't even eat curry sauce because it tasted vile. And I knew that I was having a bit of an allergic thingy to it because of my lips going really tingly, and my lips never go tingly. So I can't take penicillin. 79. Who were your childhood idols? Well, there's quite a few. I used to watch a programme on CITV called Funhouse. Those people might remember it. And my idols were Pat and the twins. Years later down the line, I made a Facebook page for the twins, and both Melanie and Martina have noticed that page. And I have actually had a message from Melanie in the past, years ago, and most recently one from Martina on Messenger. So I was a bit shocked in a nice way. I was like, oh my god, I'm assuming you're Martina. That's something that I don't say often. Oh my god, I'm assuming it's you. I was just really shocked. And also, when I was younger, Michelangelo, again, shown on CITV, and I used to love Angelo, Tim Whitnall, because I used to absolutely love it when Angelo used to walk up the walls and upside down onto the ceiling. And of course I tried it and failed, and I thought, well, how come I can't do it, but he can? Of course, the magic of telly. I didn't know how to do it back then, but I do now. So, 80. Which of your parents do you resemble? My daddy, because I've been told I look like him, and even my nan said that I had his nose and his eyes. If you look on my Instagram page, you may see a photo of my daddy. I have uploaded a few of him, so you can tell me if I look like him or not. And there's also a few of my mum as well, but I do think I look more like my dad than my mum. Finally, question 81. But I'm pretty sure this one's already been answered. What's your favourite sport? Rounders. I answered that earlier. So, at long last, I have finally finished this video. So thank you for taking the time to get to know me. Sorry about the message tone. I never put my phone on silent because I'm usually expecting a telephone call. So it's always going to end up pinging at some point. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see what I mean about the message tones. I do apologise. I'm not starting the video again as I'm literally at the end. So, but if you like ASMR, then please keep a lookout for my new videos that I'm going to upload very soon. And thank you again. So, bye bye.